All right, channel update. I've been meaning to do this for a while. I feel like I kind of screwed up. Made a bunch of vlogs. I actually got to the point where I've edited probably a lot of them, and I just never posted them. Whether it be mental health issues, where I'm like, I don't want to do anything, and I'm just forget it all. Or just me being a perfectionist. Sometimes I think that like I have a vision for the vlog, and then if I don't reach the vision, I'm like, I'm not posting it, screw it. When in reality, I probably should have just pumped them out and did it. So I just wanted to do a little update for those who either did not follow me on social media or whatever that may be. Probably not gonna get many views on this, but either way, I'd rather just get it out there for information's sake. I have not posted a single vlog since Martinsville. I might just end up posting the rest of them just for the heck of it, just to fill in the gaps. But if not, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of narrate what we have missed. What has happened since Martinsville like 8 months ago. So here we go. All right, so Talladega happened. That was a interesting race. I was crewing that with Emerald Gase Motorsports. We had a pretty fun weekend. Made a lot of memes. But I was on CJ McLaughlin's car. We avoided every single crash in that whole race. It was awesome. Joey's car caught on fire in pit road with probably right before the green white checkered. He got out of the car and got back in the car and tried to finish the race after it was on fire. It's kind of crazy. CJ was looking really good. Like literally could have got a top 10 going to the checkered flag, and go up the hill, hit the fence really hard. It killed that car. Killed it. It was just, trust me, it was killed. But that was that kind of sucky. We went to Dover and it rained. I wasn't there, but it rained. Next one was Kansas. I also was not there. I don't remember what I was doing. Maybe as I look through the edit, I will remember what I was doing. I don't remember what I was doing. Maybe I was at work. Probably. Maybe, yeah. So the next one was Darlington. It was hot. That was, I believe, the race where Dawson Cram... Actually, no, I don't think that was the race where Dawson Cram drove the 44. No, that was the one where he drove the 46. And he, made the race on speed. Awesome qualifying lap. That was so cool. And then seeing him hop in the 74. He's doing the throwback for Bob Keselowski. That was kind of cool. I think they missed the race. But it was rough for them. North Wilkesboro. I was not there. I was doing something else. What it was, I don't remember. I'll probably punch it in later, whatever I was doing. I don't remember. Charlotte, oh my God, that was the longest weekend of my life. That weekend, it was raining the entire time. It rained when it wasn't supposed to rain. It rained during the race. They were racing on the track, and it was raining. Literally, on a mile and a half, it was raining. And they said, keep going, guys. There's probably a ton of hilarious clips that came from that you guys can see. It was hilarious. Dawson, Dawson, Tommy, and Nate went back to the crib in between the red flag and just slept. Dawson was knocked out on the couch during the red flag, and then we all got back in the car and drove back to the racetrack. It was hilarious. Oh my God. Then Portland. Oh my God. Portland is gonna need its own video. That was it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Sonoma. That was my next race. So the next race that I did was Sonoma, where I drove the 53. I was in the old Sam Hunt JGR mobile for Emerald Gase with Apex Coffee on the car. We had a great race going, and then had problems on pit road and had a pretty bad finish. I screwed up at the end of the race. I was battling Ty Dillon, missed a shift, and that was all she wrote right there. We finished 29th. It was fun, but not fun, but fun. Not fun, but fun. Then there was the off week. Go off week. The next race after that was Nashville. It was insanely hot. I'm pretty sure I was on the 35 with David Starr. I was on David Starr's car. That was interesting. We finished all right. David had a pretty decent race. I don't think that we really had the speed at all, honestly. Like that was a rough weekend. CJ wrecked in practice. That kind of set us back too. We had like not many people, and having all hands on deck. That was rough. But then that leads us to the Chicago Street Race. That was so much fun, but it was so logistically poor. It wasn't the faults of anybody else. Honestly, it's like Mother Nature was kind of the culprit. It was like flooding. Like that's gonna also require a video. I'm pretty sure I have so many clips of that weekend that I can make an entire video about how that went. So I will do that probably. So let me know in the comments if you actually want that, or am I tripping? Atlanta week, I was at Mid-Ohio, where we were, I was spotting Will Rogers. It was the Dream Team 02s, Colin Fern, myself, and I believe, who else? John, JB. So we were all spotting William, Mid-Ohio. It rained. It was crazy. I was wet the entire time. And we drove all the way up from like Glass to the top 10 like multiple times. And ended up just having the race fall apart at the end. But man, that was fun, getting a chance to run up front like that. Like watching Will whip that 02. That was awesome with Young's Motorsports. New Hampshire was right after that. I was there. We finished 14th. Pat was driving. That was pretty cool. And Pat drove that thing up there. There was a lot of mess and melee, and that was a wreck fest. And I was on the 53 with Pat, or 35, I think, yeah. And Pat drove the wheels off that thing, man. He was digging. Then, hilariously enough, the exact same car that we took to New Hampshire, we took to Pocono. The next week, had no scratches on it. Went to Pocono the next week, and it was not the same. It was not great. We were struggling quite a bit. Pat was driving. He was complaining quite a bit about the car. I would say it's probably like an weekend. It's kind of what we kind of expected. Like, you know, the field's harder. It's harder to get top 25s, top 30s, or top 20s. You know, it's tough. You know, so that was Pocono. Then we went to Road America, where I drove for Alpha Prime Racing. That was awesome to have the opportunity to do that with Tommy Joe and folks. I was stoked. Like I've been circling that one. That was a new repave. We had an awesome week. I got my career best finish, 19th. I don't know if I have any clips to make a vlog about it, but it was so much fun. I had a blast working with everybody. Hyro, Jim was a crew chiefing, Jim Long, who worked with Greg Van Alst, so I was pretty good friends with. It was great. We had a great time. I qualified 21st, finished 19th. You know, should have finished 15th, but then again, it always should have, could have, was something. Always something, right, drivers? So back to Michigan. I was not at Michigan. I don't remember where I was. We'll figure that out later. Indianapolis. I got to drive again. I got the opportunity to drive the 53. The whole stipulation was I needed to put it in the race. So that was them trusting me to put the car in the race, and we did it. We kicked out a bunch of fast guys. I was pretty proud of my result. And then in the race, my right front rotor just caught on fire. I think it was line-related thing. Pedal went to the floor. Luckily not in a bad spot, and I had enough brake fluid still in the system to pump it enough to get it to stop. But yeah, it was on fire there. That was not fun. Watkins Glen, I was on the couch for that one. I was crewing Patrick Emmerling. He wanted a chance to put the thing in the show for his home race, and didn't quite hit the mark there. Tried our best. I mean, it's cool to be able to race at your home track, and that was Pat's home race, so Pat was in there, and he just missed the mark just by a little bit. So that was rough. Daytona, I was going to do the double and do Daytona, then go to Milwaukee. Ended up skipping Daytona and just doing Milwaukee because I couldn't find a flight in time. So did the Milwaukee dealio. I was broke at the time, so I really needed to get my approval. 2-run mile and a halves, and so that's why I picked Milwaukee. I did it with Bones, On Point Motorsports, and they were awesome people. We struggled a lot that weekend. That was really rough. It was really rough. I was really bad. But nonetheless, still learned a lot. Got taken out. Not at Greg's fault. Greg Van Els had a hung throttle and destroyed the truck. So it be like that. The truck that I drove earlier this year took me out. Oh, it's fine though. So the next one was Darlington 2, where Dawson was in the 44. Unfortunately, he DNQ'd. That was like a really big weekend for him. We were his support group that weekend. I love that kid to death. That was really the only memorable part about that for us. We had a pretty bad car. I was on the 53 again, and just was not fun. It was not a fun weekend. Worked really hard and didn't get the result, unfortunately. Car just wasn't there. Next one was Kansas. I was not there. I don't remember what I was doing. Second, Bristol. I was there, and I was working with the Mullins, who had Landon Pemberton driving. That was awesome, seeing Landon Pemberton do his thing. He's a great driver. He had a couple scuffles, I'm pretty sure I remember. That was rough, but he's good. I think that kid's a talent. Like, he's going to go places, I think. And then we were on the 53 for what was BJ McLeod and Patrick, then BJ and Patrick. And anyways, it was a bad deal. And ended up BJ drove, and then there was just issues with the car, and it was parked. And yeah, that was it for that one. Texas 2 was not there. Do not remember what I was doing, but I was not there. I skipped Texas completely this year. Shut up. I don't know why. Talladega Trucks, I was not there, I don't believe. Was I there? No, I wasn't. I was not there. Charlotte Roval, I was spotting for Josh Williams on Saturday. I didn't get to race, unfortunately. But I got a spot for Josh Williams with Reed Sorensen. That was fun. We were driving up there, man. He had some issues, I think power steering at the end. Got us out of a good finish, but he still wheeled that dang thing. And then on Sunday, I spotted for Ty Dillon with Reed again. Aspire Motorsports, that was fun. Vegas 2, I believe I was not there. Was I? No, I wasn't there. No, I don't think so. Yeah, I was not. Oh, I was at work. I was at work in Atlanta doing a BMW event. Vegas, or I just said that. Homestead, I was there, and I raced. I did not think I was going to race. Got to race my home track with Young's Motorsports. That was so awesome. I had my whole family there. Had all my friends there. It was so cool. I was so excited to finally get to race at my home track. And we actually had a really good result. Like, qualified 18th. Ended up finishing 24th, actually. I remember. Had a tire go down and just couldn't recover from that. Just tough with track position, and the car didn't drive the same, or truck didn't drive the same. Just hit the wall a bit. Yeah, that was fun. Martinsville 2, I was not there. I don't remember why I was not there. And Phoenix, I had the opportunity to put the 74 car for Mike Harmon in the race because Dawson was driving the 07, and I backed it in the wall in qualifying. Happens, yo. Tried my hardest. Couldn't quite do it. So that was the whole year. And hopefully I edit this down good enough so that it's not a super long video. And then for all the other small ones that I was talking about before, maybe I'll make vlogs about those races. So thanks for watching this video. Please support Apex Coffee Roasters. They did not sponsor this video, but they sponsored me. And anytime you support them, you support me. If you want to see me race more, that is how you do it. And just buy some cool coffee, great blends. They got everything, you know. So personally, I like the Oversteer blend. I think you can make a really cool Donkey Peppy drink with that. You can also get it at Dichotomy Coffee and Spirits in Waco, Texas, if you're ever there. But anyways, thanks for watching, everyone, and hope to see y'all more next year. Hopefully I can start pumping out content a little bit better, but you know, sometimes the sadness gets in the way, or the busy of life. So maybe I'll outsource my editing. I don't know. I'm rambling. Anyways, thank you guys again, and I'm out.